Hello, guys, and welcome back to the FPL Duo. We're back for another stream. Hope everyone is doing well. How you doing, Jordan? I can still hear a lot of feedback on your mic.
Would you like me to change my mic in that case?
Hold on. Actually, it's fine now. I think it was me, to be fair. I think it was me. Hold on. Let me double check. No, it's fine now. It's a lot better.
Okay. Good.
Yeah. Sorry about that. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. Final team selection of the season. I can't believe it's come to this. It's come so fast, and yeah, it's going to be one of those wild, obviously game weeks. Obviously, where we go completely off the charts with the player we pick.
Yeah. It should be a good one. Obviously, the final team selection video of season. I'm just updating the title here. But yeah, let's get into it. Obviously, we're going to discuss game week 37 first, as we normally do, and then we'll move on to game week 38. So I will bring up the teams, what we look like. Currently, obviously, game week 37 still isn't over because Manchester United are playing tonight against Chelsea. We'll have to wait and see how that game pans out. I think the lineup's already out, and we'll come on to Rashford, who isn't starting tonight. So we'll discuss what happens there. Obviously, in goal, I do have Kepa. And Kepa is my goalie. He's been auto-subbed in due to Edison not playing. So, he's got 2 points. And I think that was against, just checking now. Who did Chelsea play again? Oh, sorry, they lost to City, didn't they? They lost 1-0, and Kepa only got the 2 points. Edison didn't play. He was benched. And yeah, Edison was benched for the double game week. So luckily for me, Kepa plays again tonight. Kepa does start against Man United. So hopefully he gets me some points. And yeah, that's about it, really. 2 points from him so far. Trent, however, Liverpool drew 1-1 to Aston Villa. I think Trent, that was one of his poorer games since his new position, since his new role. Liverpool drawing 1-1, and Trent no attacking return either, so he only ends up with 1 point. Luke Shaw, however, does go ahead and get me a lovely 9-pointer after his after the win Man United had against Bournemouth. I think it was 1-0 win. He kept a clean sheet and also got 3 bonus points and the clean sheet, obviously. So that's nice. Nice going, 9 points, and he's got Chelsea tonight, so that should be a double-digit return from Shaw. Estepinian, on the other hand, only got me the 4 points because obviously he played Man City yesterday and did pick up 2 points for that one. So yeah, sorry. As you guys can see, Estepinian on 4 points currently, and yeah, and not really much to say. They conceded to Southampton and they conceded against City, so no clean sheets. However, 4 points, and I'll take that, I guess, at this stage. Mahrez, however, does get me a 5-pointer. He did play both games, actually, surprisingly, maybe to some people. However, not as much success from Mahrez. I expected a bit more. He only got the clean sheet point in one of the games. Blanked in both games, really, if you think about it. And obviously, Mahrez was one that I was hoping that could help me climb the ranks because he's quite low owned, only 8.6% ownership. And yeah, he comes away with a 5-pointer, which is a bit disappointing considering he played and started both the double game week matches. Salah, on the other hand, only got the assist in that 1-1 draw against Aston Villa for Firmino. So yeah, 5 points for him. Rashford, as we mentioned, did miss out on that 1-0 win to Bournemouth. And also, he plays Chelsea tonight. But as I mentioned earlier, Rashford is on the bench. For whatever reason, Rashford seems to have not recovered from the illness. And, we'll see. I'm hoping Rashford doesn't actually come on because I get Trippier off the bench for his 9-pointer. But if I'm being honest, I do believe Rashford will come on and he'll probably play some minutes today. But yeah, here's hoping that he doesn't come on. So I get Trippier to come on. Mitoma, moving on to him. He got me the 7 points. He got the assist against Southampton, and then he also got the blank in the City game. McAllister also gets 6 points. He picked up an assist against Southampton as well in the 3-1 win in that first game of the double game week. Moving on to Haaland, who was actually benched for that 1-0 win against Chelsea. However, he did play against Brighton, obviously, last night and did pick up an assist, so he gets the 3 points for that. And obviously, because my captain, he is on 12 points. And then finally, Isak, who's on my team, he only gets the 1 point, unfortunately, after a 0-0 draw to Leicester for Newcastle on Monday night. So not really much to say there in regards to Newcastle and Isak. But on the bench, a lot of points. Trippier, 9-pointer. Botman, 8-pointer. So I wish I played the Newcastle defense, obviously keeping a clean sheet, and both of them getting bonus points. And Greenwood, obviously, with 1 point. As I mentioned, Rashford, hopefully he doesn't come on, so I can get one of the Newcastle defenders coming on for me. But currently, I am on 50 points. Yet, I've got Rashford and Luke Shaw playing tonight. And obviously Kepa actually. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, 50 points on a small red. We'll come on to your team, Jordan. And hold on. Yeah. Can you guys hear me properly, or does my mic sound muffled? I thought it was your mic, or is it my mic?
It's what I'm registering from your mic when your voice speaks.
All right, give me a sec. People watching the chat actually in the comments, who is it? Whose mic is actually messing up here? Is it mine or?
It does sound better now, though.
Hold on. Yeah, because I could hear myself for a bit. I can still hear a little fuzz. Let us know, guys, is our audio okay, please, in the chat? Because I can still hear some background noise, or maybe that's on your part. Yeah, can you mute your mic for a sec? Yeah, it's there for you, I think. Hold on. So this is me speaking, right? And it's clear. As soon as I'll mute myself and you go back. I can hear it on my mic, but hopefully it's not too bad. Let us know, guys, in the chat if our audio is fine, by the way. But yeah, on my team, that is currently where I'm at. 347k as well, so not great, really. And yeah, 50 points and the Man United boys to go. Yeah, I think it is your mic, Jordan. You could hear a fuzzing sound.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. This is a different headset, so I don't understand why it's still making that noise.
Do you know if it's a connection? When you put your aux connection in?
Well, I don't know.
Onto your computer.
Well, I don't know what would be wrong with it, though, because it's...
Is it fully in? Because sometimes, when it's a bit loose, is it pushed in all the way?
Yeah, it's pushed in all the way.
Okay.
Other than that, I can't really do much about the...
all right. Hopefully it doesn't. It's not too bad, but yeah, we'll see how it goes, guys. Let us know if you do hear any issues with it as well.
I've literally had troubles with mics.
Yeah,
it's like the third one I'm using, still having trouble with it.
It sounds a bit better now, anyway. It's not as bad. But yeah, let's bring up your team for your Gameweek 37 team so far. Talk us through how it's going for you. Yeah,
it's been a mixture of a weird double game. It's not the one we probably expected to have, but we'll start off with Steele in goal, who he got his he didn't get a clean sheet in either of his doubles. He conceded against Southampton and conceded against Man City. So he only gets, I think he gets 4 points from the minutes he played in both, but he did get a save point in the Man City game where it was 1-1 because he did make 3 saves in that game. So he does end up with 5 points, which I think is better than which Ederson was on, and that was literally on 0 as he didn't play either. So I'll take the 5 points considering how this double game week has went. Moving on to the defence, we'll start off with Trippier, who finally gets his clean sheet, which feels like it has been coming for a long time. It has been a while since obviously Trippier had a clean sheet, and that was in, I think, game week 29. So yeah, I think a lot of people did bench Trippier, which kind of felt frustrating and annoying because after so long, he finally gets a clean sheet and it's a 9-pointer because obviously he gets the bonus free. Normally, when Newcastle keep a clean sheet, it's a bonus free, but it's even more of a chance because it did finish 0-0 against Leicester, surprisingly, that game. So you got the bonus free, the clean sheet, and obviously the minutes played. So yeah, 9-pointer for Trippier there. Moving on to Trent. Obviously, we've spoken about him. The only thing he really got in that game was a yellow card in that 1-1 draw against Aston Villa. So, yeah, not much from Trent this game week. Moving on to Luke Shaw. He has his 9 points from his first fixture against Bournemouth in that 1-0 win. He got the bonus free too, as well as the clean sheet as well. So, he's on a 9-point at the moment, and he plays Chelsea in less than an hour at home. So, he should be racking up more points from that fixture, hopefully. Moving on to the midfield, we've got McAllister, who ended up on 6 points from his double, which was Southampton and obviously Man City. He got 1 assist in the Southampton game, where Brighton won 3-1. But in the second game, he was benched, and he didn't start in that Man City game. But he did come on for 30 or so minutes, but he only got the 1 point from that second fixture. So he ends up on 6 points. It's another disappointing blow for Brighton assets, if I'm honest, in particular for McAllister. But it's also the same for Matoma as well. He got an assist in his first game and pretty much got the mirror image of what McAllister got. The only thing is he started in that game, Matoma, so he played the full 90 minutes, so he got these 2 points from it and just beat McAllister 1 point by getting 7. So, yeah, not really much from both Brighton, considering Brighton did score 4 goals in total in those double game weeks, and McAllister and Matoma weren't a part of them at all. Moving on to Rashford, obviously we all know now in the lineup that he is benched against Chelsea at home. Obviously, he didn't play in the first fixture where Man United won 1-0 as he was ill. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with Rashford. If he comes on, he should do. But if he does, hopefully he does score, because I would like to have Gibbs White come off the bench, but I really doubt Rashford won't won't just sit on the bench. He will definitely come on, I think, in that game against Chelsea. So yeah, hopefully he gets something out of that, depending on how many minutes he plays in that game. Moving on to Fernandes, he only gets a clean sheet point from the Bournemouth fixture where Man United won 1-0, and obviously he's still on 3 points currently. He does play Chelsea at home next, and obviously he does start, so hopefully he can equalise on those 3 points he got in his first fixture. Moving on to the front three, it's a bit quiet. We've got Isaac, who was on 1 point. He did get a yellow card in that 0-0 draw against Leicester, but that's pretty much it. I think Newcastle hit the crossbar 3 times, and it's probably the most unluckiest. I think unluckiest team to not score a goal in the way that Newcastle were playing in that game. It was just unreal. And it's pretty much the same for Wilson as well. Obviously, it was 0-0, so no goals. He only played 60 or so minutes, Wilson, in that game. So it does look good for him playing in his next fixture, which is Chelsea. So yeah, and we'll hopefully get something more out of that game. And finally, we've got Haaland, who didn't really get much, I'll say, in terms of minutes. I mean, he did play 16 minutes in the first fixture against Chelsea because he was benched in that one, which looked like it was going to happen. In his second fixture, he had Brighton. He did get an assist from Man City's only goal, but that was pretty much it for Haaland. And obviously, with the captaincy over him, he's on 12 points. So
he did score, but it was obviously disallowed.
Yeah, it was. He did score, but it was disallowed by VAR, so that was a bit unfortunate there. He is currently my highest actually player at the moment, so that just shows you how this double game week has underwent. But on the team bench, we've got Ederson, who's got 0. Gibbs White, who's got 5 points for getting an assist against the Arsenal game where they won 1-0. Keelman on 0 because he didn't start in that game, in that Everton match. Mings is on 1 point. He did get the other card in that 1-1 draw against Liverpool. But overall, I am on the green. It's a very small green. On 213k, and I got 55 game week points and 2,427 total points. So yeah, there's still a lot to play for, I guess, for Man United assets in my team for tonight, but hopefully it does improve the rank from the Man United assets. But yeah, that's currently how Double Game Week 37 has been for me.
Okay, so that's Game Week 37 pretty much discussed. We've still got some players playing tonight, so we'll see how they do at the end. Let's move on to Game Week 38, obviously the final game week for the end of the season. And this is what currently my team looks like. So I'll quickly go through the 11. So I've got Edison in goal, who's got Brentford. I've got a back three of Trent, Trippier, and Estupiñán. I've got a midfield 5 currently of Mahrez, Salah, Rashford, Mitoma, and McAllister. And then up top, I have Haaland and Isak. On the bench, I've got Kepa, Luke Shaw, Botman, and Greenwood. I am benching Luke Shaw at home to Fulham, purely because I'm scared to bench Trippier in case he gets something again after his 9-pointer that I've benched him for. I'm not going to bench Trent because he's got a Southampton game, which looks quite nice. I expect Liverpool to win. And Estupiñán obviously is a bit more attacking than Luke Shaw. I think Luke Shaw, as well as he's done, obviously getting bonus points, etc., he's playing obviously more defense. I think he's playing centre back, isn't he, Luke Shaw?
Yes.
Which his attacking threat does drop. Actually, he's playing left back today, so I could start him, but I think for now he's on the bench for me. As you guys can see, I do have 2 free transfers as well, and 0.3 million in the bank, and there's a lot I could do. Rashford does worry me. I want to see what happens with Rashford if he's fit if he plays, because he could get transferred out against Fulham. Because Man United do have an FA Cup game coming up against Man City, and I'm assuming obviously the Man United are going to want Rashford fit and firing for that game, so he has to get some minutes. So hopefully, against that Fulham game, Rashford does start. But yeah, in terms of 2 free transfers, I am actually considering taking out someone like a Haaland as well, because I don't expect Haaland to start. I think Haaland could get another benching and maybe come on for the last 15-20 minutes, especially after his start last night, which I did say if Haaland starts last night, I might be tempted to take him out. So all in all, currently it's a bit of a strange week. I don't really know exactly. Nothing's confirmed, so you have to wait and see on the deadline stream on Sunday actually what I actually end up doing. But the current plan is to actually take out Haaland and to actually take out one of the Brighton midfielders, and I think I'm going to take out McAllister. So Haaland will be going out, I think, because I don't expect him to start against Brentford in that final game. And then McAllister, I don't think triple Brighton is needed now that the doubles are over. They've only got that one fixture against Villa. So what I am thinking is Haaland and McAllister out for Eze and Harry Kane in. I want to take some punts. Obviously, it's not been a great season. The rank isn't where I'd like of previous years. It's been a tough old season. So I want to go a bit different, bring in some players that may be low owned. Hopefully they can help me get a better finish. So I think Eze in for Nottingham Forest at home is a nice fixture for him. Being at home, obviously Eze's done really well in recent weeks. He's all scoring goals. I think he's going to be a popular transfer in. So I could go Elise as well, but I think for now I've settled on Eze, and he probably will be coming into my team. And then finally up top, I have gone Harry Kane, who has Leeds away in that final fixture. Obviously Leeds are struggling for safety in the Premier League, but Harry Kane has been a consistent goal scorer all season, no matter what the state of play is in Spurs. And I feel confident about bringing Harry Kane in because I do expect goals in that game in the final for Spurs' final game. I think it could be like 3-2, 3-3. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a high-scoring game. So I want Kane for that fixture. The rest of the midfield, I think Mitoma against Villa is fine, potentially. Obviously, Brighton have secured Europa League as well. So will they be on the beach? Would I know? Or will they give it their all in the final game? Salah, I think, is fine against Southampton. Salah is currently my captain. That could change. I could put it on Harry Kane. It's not really decided right now, but I'll put it on Salah for now. And then Mahrez Brentford, I think that could be a good fixture if he plays 90 minutes. And obviously, I don't really want to take a hit now this late in the season, or I probably would remove Mahrez if I could. But if he plays, I'll just keep him now. And then Isaac has Chelsea away, which I could play Luke Shaw against Fulham, but obviously I think I'm on the side with the attacking player. So that is what the current team looks like with 2 free transfers with Eze and Kane coming in. Let's move on to your team, Jordan. Show us how you're lining up for game week 38 and also your plans in terms of your transfers.
Okay, so starting off in goal, we have Steele, who has Aston Villa away. In the defence, we've got Trippier, who's got Chelsea away. Shaw's got Fulham at home. Trent, who's got Southampton away. The midfield 4 are Fernandes and Rashford, who both have Fulham at home. And then Matoma and McAllister, who both have Aston Villa away. And the line-up in the front 3, we've got Haaland, who has Brentford away. Isaac and Wilson, who both have Chelsea away. And currently, the captaincy is over Wilson. It's not entirely sure, 100% on that. It could change, but currently is on Wilson, the captaincy, and the vice is on McAllister. On the team match, we've got Ederson, who's got Brentford away, Gibbs White, who's got Crystal Palace away. Gibbs White could actually be a decent differential if you're looking to go obviously different, because obviously he did get an assist against Arsenal in that 1-0 win, so he could be a nice differential to choose against Crystal Palace away. Mings, who's got Brighton at home, and Kilman, who has Arsenal away. And I do have 1 free transfer. I kind of wish I had 2, but I did have to spend, obviously, my last transfer in double gaming 37. So I'm left with 1. But I do have a lot of money in the bank, though, at 5.2 million. So I can actually do quite a few moves, flexible, with any type of player I want to bring in. So I was thinking, in terms of transfer moves, go for someone that's really quiet. And I felt like that's been Fernandes. Honestly, I thought I would expect more from Man United, and in particular Fernandes, but he hasn't really shown much potential in the last few game weeks. And depending on how he does against Chelsea, if he doesn't really get much from that either, then he's definitely 100% being taken out, I think, for me personally. And to replace Fernandes, I was thinking of bringing in this player who has been quite off form and hasn't really had many returns this season. I think his best return was against Leicester, I think, when he came on and scored that hat-trick in literally a couple of minutes. So it is Son. He does have Leeds away. A lot of people may be surprised, obviously, at bringing in a Spurs player. You could be forgiven if you bring in Kane, but because it's Son, who hasn't shown his best this season, I have a good feeling, especially in this last game week, going different. Son's not really owned at all, I don't think, apart from those who don't play FPL anymore. That's the only particular people I think that only own Son. A few people may bring him in just to be different, but I've considered bringing Son in just because I have the money to as well. I've still got 3.2 million in the bank, so he is well affordable at 11.5 million, I think he's. And we just have to see what he can do against Leeds away. I mean, Leeds are fighting, obviously, for relegation, and it's not really much fight for Spurs, but I do expect goals from both sides still, I think, in that game, and hopefully Son can get something from that game. If he can, then obviously it'll be a massive rank boost the more he gets in that, obviously, that fixture. So that is my reasons for bringing in Son on that 1 free transfer, and we'll just have to see how he does. And obviously the captaincy will depend close to the time of the deadline stream on who I captain, but for now it is currently on Wilson, and I have decided to keep Haaland in my team whether he plays or not, just because the extra transfer I could have had maybe was to take out Haaland, but currently he's in my team, and that is my transfer plans going into the last game week in this season.
Okay, thank you for that. We'll read a few comments out. We've got a comment here saying Firmino will be fun thing in 38. Yeah, it could be obviously Firmino's last game potentially as a Liverpool player. Will he start? He could do. I'm not sure. Possibly. If he starts, he could be a little nice option, as you say. Also says Huss praying Rashford's not playing. Rashford will play. Yeah, I think Rashford will play. Obviously, I hope he doesn't because I get Trippier points, but I would be very surprised if Rashford doesn't come on. Risks of rotation for Trent and Salah for game week 38 if Manchester United win or draw today. Well, of course, if Man United win today, obviously mathematically top 4 is done. I personally don't think it will matter too much. If I'm being honest, I expect Salah to play regardless because Liverpool don't really have any option for a Salah backup anyway, in my opinion, other than Elliott, who hasn't played much minutes on that right side. They could play Diaz or something on the right, but I'd expect Salah to play, and then even Trent with this new role Liverpool are playing with the inverted right back role. There's no one else in the squad, that can actually play that role as well as Trent can, or even half as well as he can, because Gomez can't really do it. I mean, they might play Gomez right back or Milner right back, but then they'll have to go back to playing a 4-3-3 because in that new role, I can't see any other player playing it really. So that's why it does make it interesting next season as well, what Liverpool actually play, because if they do play this new role with the inverted right back, they may need another signing to cover Trent in certain games. So, yeah, but in terms of game week 38, I do expect Trent and Salah to start, to be honest. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the questions. If anyone's got any more, drop them in below. Also, guys, if you are still watching and you haven't liked the video yet, make sure you please drop a like on the stream. It really helps support the channel, and it really makes us make more content for you guys as well. And also, if you haven't, make sure you are subscribed to our channel as always. But yeah, we're probably gonna wrap it up. This has been the final team selection video for game week 38, final game week of the season. We are back again next on Sunday for deadline stream. It is a Sunday deadline. I will be missing for maybe the first half an hour of the deadline stream. So Jordan will be streaming on his own. And then I'll join back later. Obviously, I have a few commitments that I had to attend to, so I will be missing the first half hour. But anyway, that is pretty much it. We might do a double stream, guys. So make sure you are subscribed on Sunday. I think we may do another stream after the football, maybe 7 p.m., 8 p.m. UK time, to discuss, to discuss the season as a whole and our rank overall, and go through our final rank, etc. If you want to see that, let us know in the comments. But yeah, we're probably going to wrap it up. Obviously, Man United are playing Chelsea tonight in the final game for double game week 37. So I'm assuming you're going to go watch that, Jordan.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so that is it from us, really. Anything else you want to add, Jordan?
Just thank you guys for watching. Take care. Enjoy the football match. Obviously, Man United and Chelsea for the final match of this game, week 37. And yeah, take care, and we'll see you at the weekend for the deadline stream.
Yep. Take care, guys, and see you Sunday. Peace out.